Three things to avoid when looking to drop body fat and get in shape. These are huge and 100% things that I've done in the past. I know others have, and yeah, let's jump in, right? So number one is the principle. So if we're looking at the energy balance, because we're dropping body fat, so it's burn more calories than we consume, expend more energy than we take on board, things like that, reduce the input, increase the output, yada, yada, yada. That's definitely not the way to start to achieve these goals. Even though at one point it is the main focus. I guess it's a little, or you could say it's a little bit like if you imagine that you drive your car and you stood next to your car, and then a split second later you're on the motorway. Like, that wouldn't happen. It couldn't happen. You've got to get in the car. You've got to know where you're going. You've got to be honest, if you're going to use the driving metaphor, have a license, right? Etc., etc. Even though, yes, the goal is to drive on the motorway. So let's move on. Another thing is, if we kind of go along with this a little bit, but from the performance perspective, we also don't want to do something that's abrasive or aggressive to the system that's the body. Things like, let's say you're relatively sedentary. I think that's a word, isn't it? Sedentary. Going for a run is extremely damaging to the body. It's a surefire way to get injured, to get stuck. And then next time you try this, you've got a frame of reference of what didn't work. You might have that injury. Okay, sometimes, again, I know this, injuries don't go. Okay, and then it's coulda, woulda, shoulda. So, for context, just to give some logical reflections, one of my amazing clients, Raghu, he started off walking, and he naturally turned that into a jog, and walk before you can run. There's a quote, right? There's a cliche for you. Not untrue. Now, the last one is more of a. This is not easy. I mean, I guess you could say none of this is easy, but this one strikes me as a particularly difficult one. Is not comparing. So, it's easy for us to think, well, last time I did this, that worked, or that other person's doing this. Which, even if that's true, it removes you from where you are now, what you're working on right now. And if you want to be focused and less distracted, then looking at what you've done in the past, or looking at what other people are doing, is a surefire way for you to lose the focus that you want to achieve. Happy Monday. Speak to you soon.